I hope you think about me. When you lay in your bed at night, hope you can't sleep without me. Texting you everything alright, no, I've been drinking shorty. So it might be one of those nights, I got my niggas with me. Hope we don't see them flashing lights, I got that coke on my lip. So Dr. Xanax to this low, she told her friends about me. So they gon' probably cop some more, I'm out my feelings, baby. Somehow I got the pain controlled, I'm on the ceiling, baby. I don't know when I left the flow, say what goes up come down. But I'm too high low key, these birds gon' follow me. Now you really wanna taste, they ain't finna get a taste. You can say I got a tune like that.
Oh my
say I got a tune like that. They ain't even tryna cop no lead. They don't really want a tune like that.
Oh my lord. Jesus Christ, fuck off. That was too much.
Ooh, that damage.
That damage, son. That was a prime example of how to play our threes comp. Perfect. What's up, everybody? This is your boy Valrith, aka Senric, aka the 6th man of the year, and this is my Croak guide video for Battlerite. Croak's left click ability is Blade Flurry. You strike with your blades to deal 8 damage. Frog Leap and Camouflage actually give you 4 charges of this that in your next 4 attacks will be at an increased speed. So it's good to combo your Frog Leap and Camouflage with this by Frog Leaping once, attacking 4 times, Frog Leaping again, attacking 4 times, and then using your Camouflage and attacking 4 times. You can set up some pretty crazy damage that way. Croak's next ability is Toxin Muck. He spits Toxin Muck at the target location. It deals 6 damage, inflicts Toxin, and then heals you for 6 health. The Toxin also deals 8 damage to the target over time, and then heals Croak for 8 health over time. This ability is just really important to use at all times. Just throw it out there. It's really nice to throw onto healers or to range if you can't reach them, or even just to spread the Toxin around to get heals back. It's very useful that way too. Frog Leap is Croak's next spell, and it's on his spacebar. It's a leap attack where you strike with your blades to deal 16 damage in front of you, and it can be recast. The recast duration is only 1.8 seconds, but it's enough to get 4 basic attacks off after the Frog Leap, you know, to get in your improved Blade Flurry as we talked about earlier. There really isn't much to this. You just use it to jump around and escape. Don't ever set yourself up without your Frog Leaps or else you will be in trouble. Your next ability is your Q, Camouflage. You turn invisible and gain 10% increased movement speed. Blade Flurry attacks made from Camouflage inflict a stun. And when the Camouflage fades when you use an ability while in Camouflage. Again, Camouflage, putting yourself in stealth, increased movement speed. You want to get up to the target and get your 4 Blade Flurries off as quick as you can from using that Camouflage. Your next ability is Noxious Lunge. It's your E. You lunge forward, piercing through enemies, dealing 10 damage, and it also snares the target and reducing their movement speed by 25% for 1.5 seconds. Another filler ability just to use whenever it's up. Another escape, another mobile spell that we have. Don't use everything all at once and get yourself stuck, like I said. The next ability is Toxin Blades. When activated, your Blade Flurry attacks deal 2 extra bonus damage and heal you for 2 health and inflict Toxin. And on top of that, while using R, if you get a certain Battlerite, it can actually give you increased attack speed with it too. A lot of people don't really use this spell. They say it's not worth using the 25 energy in order to, you know, for everything that it provides. I really like this spell if you combine it with certain Battlerites, but, you know, getting your ultimate is a little more important, so a lot of people really skip this spell. Your EX abilities are really what separate good Croaks from bad Croaks. Your first one is going to be Sludge Spit. It's a shift right click, basically where your Toxin Muck is, and what it does is it's a projectile attack that deals 10 damage, inflicts Toxin, and reduces the sight range of the target hit by 80%, meaning they will not be able to see anything, you know, around a 20% radius outside of them, you know, 20% of what is their original view. The blind duration is 4 seconds and it uses 25% energy, but the blind can be pretty crazy sometimes, and if you combine it with your first Battlerite, you can actually use this blind twice. The next EX ability is the most important ability for Croak, hands down, is your Deceit. You turn invisible and gain 15% increased movement speed, and your next attack will incapacitate the target. Incapacitate means they won't be able to use abilities for 3.5 seconds, and any damage done to that target will break the incapacitate. This is very important. After you incapacitate someone though, you do not lose your stealth. You can then continue to stealth and then you can stun the next target. And that's what makes this so crazy. You can line up certain Battlerites to where you have super increased movement speed and stealth, run over to someone, incapacitate them, and then still make it over to the other person and stun them. It's limitless of what you can do, and it's just an amazing spell. Croak's ultimate, Venom Wind. He dashes forward in the shape of a venomous wind, piercing through enemies, inflicting venom. Venom deals 18 damage over 3 seconds and explodes when the effect ends, dealing 38 damage to nearby enemies and the target it hits. This is crazy, especially in threes. If you can hit all 3 targets with your Venom Wind and then all 3 of them stand next to each other and explode, you can do upwards to 100 damage on each target. And this is what makes Croak so fucking amazing, is getting your ultimate and getting targets down. For the first tier of Battlerites for Croak, I normally like to go for the extra Toxin Muck charge. It really helps for fighting ranged and healers, just being able to spread your poison and get heals on yourself. If I don't get that, normally I'll go for Venom Strike, which is a 10 area damage after 2 seconds on opening on someone with Camouflage. I don't use that if I'm running a CC Incapacitate heavy group, but normally I'll go for it if I'm running 2s. For tier 2 of Croak Battlerites, I would go Cut to the Chase pretty much every time. 30% increased movement speed and Camouflage is pretty amazing. It's what really allows me to set up my crazy Deceit, Incapacitate to stun combos. 10% movement speed and Camouflage just isn't going to cut it. The 16 heal instead of 8 from your Toxin is pretty useful, but I don't see how it could be better than your movement speed and stealth. For the tier 3 Battlerites, I typically tend to lean towards Jungle Toad. The 14 health on your Frog Leap every 10 seconds, which is 28 health every 10 seconds, is pretty crazy if you land both Frog Leaps. It can really help you 1v2 and just really help with your sustain. Other than that, I would say Trickery is the best to go to help get your Camouflage down. Frog Frenzy looks really good, and I did use it a lot, but losing 25 energy is just not worth getting 6 attacks off. You want to save for your ultimate, which is where the big damage comes from. The tier 4 for Croak is where it gets really tricky. Recuperate and Crippling Poison are really your only 2 choices. Most people will go for Slayer, and I'm very guilty of this, but thinking about it now, a Battlerite that gives you 20% increased damage to targets that have less than 30% health, what if no one ever reaches below 30% health? You're basically picking a Battlerite that you're never going to use. The 15% increased heal or the slow is probably the way to go. So you fought 5 long rounds and finally made it to tier 5. If you do make it to tier 5 Battlerites, I would say go for the heal. At that point in time, if it's really coming down to that, I don't think 30% increased speed for 4 seconds is going to save you as much as 16 health per Venom Explosion for your ultimate. There really isn't much to choose from here. Thank you for watching my Croak video. I hope to be releasing more guides and videos in the future. I'm currently playing a decent amount of Battlerite with my friends Rave Dave and Very American, who will also be putting out videos for some of their favorite classes and the newer classes. But anyways, if you want to see anything else or see a different guide or have any questions or even want to play, just let me know in the comment section below. Thank you again, and see you soon.
A solid nigga, I don't fold under pressure. These females change like the weather. We probably won't be together, but I know you call me up at 2 in the morning when you're drinking your honey. Cause a young nigga lay that shit down. I'm ballin', I'm flossing, I'm saucing. I'm mixing, we faded too often. Yeah, I'm mixing, we faded too often.
He's not dead?
Honestly, we been too focused for sober. 100 bourbons, a doja, fucked around and dirted the soda. Had some bitches come over to set the mood while we working. Couple strippers, they from the city. Fuck it, nobody's perfect, nobody. We just young and trying to get the cash up, having needs met. Calling plays, I've been making plays, look at these stats. John Madden and I'm fucking Mac. She gon' hike it if I'm quarterback. Know a nigga finna make it happen, need a whole $1 million for him, even happy, that's real. That's real, that's real. And I'm on the line, this shit is automatic. I don't rag it when I'm on the grind. Stay finessing all these silly willy wabbies. Yeah, yeah. Why you wanna hate on me? I just wanna ball at the MVP, then fall into walls in a late night crave. Sauce and I do this often. If she do not throw that net, then she get to walking. So costly Austin, flossing, about the green, leave not talking Boston. I need that, you got the green bags, forget the costing. I'm ballin', I'm flossing, I'm saucing on you. You're shorty and her friend.